My name is James Lee III, and I am a composer, and it is my pleasure to be here once again with the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra. It's a real blessing and a pleasure to work with this orchestra. I found that the orchestral members and Stefan are really very much embracing my music. They seem to really resonate with the notes that I've written on the page, and to bring that to life has been really a very fascinating experience for me. For a few years, I had been studying American Indian history, and I was thinking about various compositions that I wanted to do that I thought would be interesting and that would resonate with the community here, dealing with the history of Cahokia. I saw these images that are called An Emblem of America from 1798, and what really intrigued me about those paintings is that today, those Indians that I saw in the paintings would be called African Americans. And there are some connections between Native Americans and African Americans historically. And I wanted to kind of highlight some of that because there are different First Nation tribes that were here that were probably some of them would even be called African American today. I decided to focus on three parts of the history: the beginning kind of aspects of this small growth of this area that would become this large city, but then the concept of this big bang, where there was just this explosion of growth within a few years. Cahokia was actually the capital of the Mississippian culture for religious services. So that was one aspect I thought that I really wanted to highlight. And then the playfulness of the different tribes with the game chunke or chunki, which was something that I incorporated in the third movement that ended with this celebratory powwow that kind of sums up the city in its height. Well, I want the people who experience this, who listen to this work, to think about what was here historically, because I've noticed in North America, we seem to have not many traces of or ruins of the ancient civilizations. And I wanted them to think about what happened here in the history and how people came together from different tribes and how they worked towards building something that was magnificent, but that we can't just marginalize a certain group thinking that they had no history here, that there was nothing great among people that are kind of even invisible to this day, that we can really learn to have genuine respect for the achievements of others. So it's kind of drawing this musical image to what has been here in the past and appreciation for what could happen in the future with future collaborations among all types of people.